2 out of 3 burners, that's just not going to get it. The first thing we're going to do is start with this bar in the back. I undid those top 2 screws, and if you take a look inside this thing, you'll see that it is extremely dirty. So let's go ahead and get that cleaned out first. I'll use my high-tech cleaning rod here, slide it down through, and there we go. That ought to clean that out nicely. Perfectly clear. Test number 2, and it's still a no-go. Let's try something else. This time we'll remove the affected burner, these 2 screws here in the back, and these 2 screws up front. Undo those, and you should be able to remove the entire rod. I know you can't see down inside of there, but I can promise you this, there's a spider web in there. Let's get that cleaned out. Again, we'll take our high-tech cleaning rod, shove it down in there, couple wipes around, and there we go. Spider web is removed. Everything is perfectly clear. Let's try this again. And we're still a no-go on that first burner. There's one more thing we're going to try. This is the valve that controls that burner. We'll remove the cap to reveal those 2 screws underneath. Then we'll take those 2 screws out. Removing those 2 screws disconnected the front of the valve and allowed us to remove that front plate. Underneath, you'll undo this single bolt and that brass colored bracket will pop right out of the way. Then you'll be able to remove the entire valve. This might actually be the culprit. We've got a little bit more spider schmutz here clogging up the valve. Let's clean that out. I used a needle, but you could also use a paper clip or any other type of small wire. Stick it in that little hole, wiggle it around, clear out any schmutz. You should be good to go. Let's try this again. And there we go. All 3 burners are now perfectly lit. I'll call this fix a success. Now, before you attempt anything that I have already shown you in this video, I would seriously prefer if you were somewhat mechanically inclined and weren't absolutely terrified to work around propane. Those 2 things would be super helpful if you're going to do this fix. Other than that, this fix is absolutely as easy as I've demonstrated here. Hopefully this video helped you out and got your gas grill working again too. If it did, well, you know I'd appreciate that thumbs up like. There's a couple other things you can do for me that just popped up in the lower left-hand corner, and maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoy videos about the randomness of our amazing world, consider clicking on the globe to subscribe, or maybe checking out one of the other videos right here.